Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Well, we just know, of course, what an excellent goalkeeper Dida is. Indeed, some consider him to be right up there amongst the elite.
Yeah, towering, and someone who always has great presence. For me, just always seems relaxed and in tune with everything that's going on. A true great.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Looking to play him in. Olise. Olise's cross. Gabriel is there, and he can get that clear. And this is Perez. Quality ball. Neymar. Now it's Neymar. Ball's gone out of play. Marquinhos. And it's been given away. Opts for safety. Some front-footed pressing going on here. He can run onto that. Olise receives it in a good position here. Real chance! Goal, France! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
France have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Oh, that's... and the shot! Really well taken goal. And they're at it again in double quick time. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Rivaldo. Oh, nicely intercepted. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Perez, and it's Camavinga. Looking for options for movement, and he's managed to get free. Now the cross. Roberto Carlos Olise! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
France have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Camavinga, Perez, Edmilson. Now it's Romario, and he plays one through. Rivaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Ronaldinho! It's in!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Oh, no joy this time. Rivaldo. Ronaldinho. Now it's Romario. And this is Neymar. Shot, surely! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Neymar deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Neymar. That has not gone well. Camavinga. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Back into the middle, knocks it into space, and this is Perez. Now it's Mbappe. France looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And he cuts out the supply. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
France finding their passes. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Griezmann. Oh, what has happened here? And it's Griezmann. Olise, and the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's been taken short. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Backward it goes. This might spell danger. And he can clear it away. And the first 45 minutes are up. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
France are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And we are back on the way. Zico has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Roberto Carlos. Zico. That's an excellent interception. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Ed Nielsen. Passing nice and neat. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar. Roberto Carlos. Neymar, who's set up one goal so far. Chance for a shot! Perez. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Olise. He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Ronaldinho. He's shifting through the gears here. Cleared without complication.
Brazil really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. And it's Zico. Rivaldo. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Olise, great ball, and he's in here. And the finish! They've scored! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Camisa 14.
So the lead now is
Camisa
2.
15.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Camisa 20.
And this is Ronald. He's had a
Camisa
shot!
18. Camisa 21. Substituição.
That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the through ball. Oh, cracking ball. He's having a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Thuram gets chance! It's a goal! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
France are at the peak. Can he finish? And that is a little undercooked. Thuram. Marquinhos. Thuram goes for a shot! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
Camisa 11. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 10.
Cafu. France looking to pass their way through. There's a sharp little... There's the shot! Oh, taken with style! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Shoots! And he hits the net! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled.
And a chance! And yes, it's there! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And yes, it's him again. Passing is crisp and sharp. Ronaldinho
Teremos 5 minutos de acréscimo.
knocks it out wide. Cafu. It's a pretty loose pass. Conte.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And this is Ribéry. And he's in on big chance! He's scored! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Gol marcado para a França.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
And time is up. France have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Your final thoughts, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Senhoras e senhores, vejam no telão as informações sobre como se localizar dentro do estádio.